Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. It's Ryan here with dpmarketing.services. Hey, hope you're having a great day so far. We're going to talk at you with this video, we're going to talk about the 5 things that you can do yourself, right? If you're a plumbing contractor, if you're an HVAC contractor, if you do something else at home service, the 5 things you can do yourself to digitally market your company. They're going to get you the most results, right? So these are things that chances are you can probably do this if you have enough time, if you have specialized staff. These are things that don't require specialists. There's no crazy special knowledge. It just requires you as an owner of your company to make smart decisions. And so these are the things you can do. So top 5 things. Number 1, the top smartest thing you can do to digitally market your company yourself is get a good website. Now, before you go, yeah, this is obvious, I've already heard this before, or whatever. Here's the trick. There's a big difference between a great looking website and a site that converts visitors into leads. So here's what we mean. There is a way to optimize your web page where your website will always tend to optimize the people going to there. So what we see a lot is people will spend money, they'll do some things right, they'll get a website and it'll look great, but it's almost just a digital business card. It's like, hey, cool, that's our hours and that's your slogan, but that's it. There's no real incentive to work with you. There's no coupon or rebate. There's no option for your phone number to pop up. Then you take that step further, most of the traffic you're going to see on your website is probably going to be coming from like a smartphone, right? So we need to have that thing optimized for a mobile device. So that means things like all the buttons, every time you see a phone number, it should be click the call. So you want it to where your customer, it's easy to reach you, it's engaging, it's reaching out to you, it's showing not just what you do and who you are and the hours and information. That's important. It's very important. But it's also trying to take your website traffic and turn it into leads for your business. So when you do this really well, you'll have really meaningful results. People tell you things like, hey, I saw your website, you'll be getting chat leads coming in, maybe you'll be getting like email requests for service. All those things can be happening from your website. You'll know that they're working. You can also use tools like Google Analytics to make sure that you're getting good traffic and compare that to the leads you're actually generating. And make sure that the traffic you're getting is actually turning into leads for your company to service. So that was number 1, website. So number 2, the second thing you can do yourself, or this one's probably a little bit tougher to do yourself well, but at least you can get started, right, is SEO. So we've talked a lot about SEO. You've probably read a lot of read a lot of articles, watched a lot of videos. Chances are it probably makes some sense. Chances are maybe it sounds a little bit like black voodoo magic. It is a science, right? It's not black voodoo magic. It's algorithms. So if you don't know anything about it, basically SEO, search engine optimization, it is the math that Google uses to connect a customer in your area to your website. So if somebody's looking for your city name water heater repair, that's what's going to make your website pull up and the order that it's going to fall. Now, there's a lot of things that go into making the SEO well, but here's why it's an important thing for you to think about. 84% of all the customers are going to use Google to find you. So if you're an HVAC contractor, if you're a plumbing contractor, you have to understand that your customer starts with Google, not with a phone book, not by driving by a billboard. Chances are, the math says they're starting on a phone, they're starting with Google. 84% of those customers start with Google. Of those, 92%, so 9 out of 10 of those customers are going to stop and pick a contractor on the first page of Google. So if you want to see what this looks like, go ahead right now. Google your city name and water heater repair. Google your city name plumber. Google your city name AC repair. So if you're HVAC, the big words are HVAC, furnace, air conditioner, with your city name in there. So O'Fallon air conditioner repair or Willow Creek HVAC, and see where you rank. If you are not on page 1, 92% of that traffic has gone to one of those competitors of yours. So SEO is how you're going to get there. SEO is the only way you're going to get there. Now, SEO and websites are related, but they're different, right? So you can SEO optimize a website, and that's important. That's metadata and the tags and all those things that are on the code of the website and the layout and how it works. But the other part of SEO is off-site. So we're going to talk about things like backlinks to your site, getting your site listed in citations in industry magazines, all those things. That's all SEO. If you have the time, you're welcome to knock that out. We actually have on our website just a step-by-step guide. If you want to do SEO yourself, you can knock it out and go for it. It takes a ton of time. But that's the way you're going to see the maximum results. And that's really how you're going to start seeing your website get the traffic that your website will now turn back into leads for you. All right, website SEO. The third thing to digitally market your company is going to be PPC, so pay-per-click, and specifically we're going to talk about AdWords here. So AdWords, we kind of have a love-hate relationship with. It's really easy to waste money on AdWords if you do it yourself or do it poorly. However, if you do it smart, you can get a crap ton of phone calls from doing AdWords, and it can create a tremendous ROI for your company. So if you're doing it yourself, chances are you're probably not understanding how AdWords is set up to be optimized, and you're losing money. At best, maybe you're breaking even. You should definitely see an exponential return when you have someone who's a Google certified partner take care of those AdWords for you. So that also does another thing. So we're saying that all the traffic's going to stay on the first page of Google. Well, if you notice, when you type in your city name plumber or your city name HVAC, the first 3 or 4 companies that you see on the page are going to be paid ads through AdWords. And you actually might see another 2 or 3 at the bottom. You might even see one right under the map listing. We've got a lot of articles that talk about how those break out. So by having your company also listed in the AdWords, and also having your company also listed on the organic SEO results, and also having your company listed on the map pack, those are 3 impressions your company is making before a potential customer, and your competitor's not getting that. So it's important that you are playing that game. Now, ideally, what you do is you start playing with the AdWords, you kind of go a little bit aggressive with your budget to start making an impact, and then over time, as you refine your strategy, you start spending less and less per click. The clicks are based on the auction. We actually have a video on how the ad auction is determined, so you actually know how you pay. I'll link that in the description of this video. So yeah, website, SEO, pay-per-click, specifically AdWords we're talking about. And then let's do number 4. The 4th thing you can do yourself to digitally market your company. We're going to call it knowledge management, but really this is going to be get your crap together. So what this means, since you've started your company, maybe you bought it from someone else, maybe you started from scratch, whatever it is, your company has digital kind of fingerprints and breadcrumbs that are spread all over the internet. So maybe it's the house that you had 2 houses ago that you worked out of with that address and that phone number. That information is still online. It's still recorded somewhere. Just because your business has grown and moved on, or just because you acquire it from someone else, doesn't mean that information stops existing. So what we want to do is make sure that all of those things point to this exact same direction. That means exact same business name. That means exact same hours. That means exact same address. That means exact same phone number. That there is no inconsistencies in any sort of outdated information or things that, well, that was never right, that we correct that. Now, before you think, I don't have that problem, we actually have a free tool on our website. I'd encourage you to go there. It takes you all of 10 seconds. It's at dpmarketing.services/scan. So dpmarketing.services/scan. I'll put a link below. And in that, it takes 10 seconds. You type in your company name, your phone number, your address, all the stuff, your website, whatever you have, and it's going to scour the interwebs and find out all the occurrences between Google and Apple and Bing and Yelp and all these other yellow pages of things that maybe you didn't even know you had or forgot you had, and it's going to show you how precise those listings are or how out of date they are, and it'll give you a score. And it'll give you a chance to fix it. That's something that you can do to make sure that you're always keeping all those things pointing in the exact same direction. When you do that, you actually have a pretty significant SEO benefit. So your SEO results we talked about number 2 are actually benefited when all those things point and align together. So, number 1, website. Number 2, SEO. Number 3, pay-per-click, specifically AdWords. Number 4, get your crap together. And number 5, this is something you can do yourself. Leverage social media. I can't tell you how many times when we talk to contractors in the United States, the contractors in Canada, it doesn't matter. They'll have a Facebook page, they'll have a Google Plus page, maybe a Twitter account if they're really good, maybe a YouTube page if they're awesome. And they'll post something 2 years ago and then never touch it again. So what that tells your customer is that you may or may not be in business anymore, because 20% of contractors are going to go out of business this year. So don't do that. Social media is going to have 2 big benefits, which is why it's worth your time. Number 1, it's going to keep your current customers happy and loyal. You're going to stay in front of them. They enjoyed you. They're keeping you in mind. When they're seeing you're adding value to their life, and it can be comical things like, hey, these are crazy, weird World Nutella Day. Have fun and grab yourself a Nutella. All of those things are going to be kind of going out in front of your customer and keeping in front of their eyeballs and keeping them engaged with your company, so that when something does come up, when they need a water heater replaced, when they need a sewer line repaired, when they need a junction box put in, whatever, you're the company that they think of first. And so those are great, loyal customers. So you're going to keep them. You're going to keep them loyal to you. The other big benefit that doing social does is it's going to be more focused to customers who are more serious about a purchasing decision. So if it's not an emergency service, right? If it's not a, hey, my AC is not working and it's 110 degrees right now. If it's just I'm trying to consider who's the best contractor to upgrade our HVAC system. Maybe they're doing a new construction and they're looking at a couple of contractors to put in an RFP. What they're going to do is they're going to first stop at your website. That's going to be the first kind of stop that they're going to go. And then if they're interested, they're going to start digging and finding out more about you. They're going to go look on your BBB page. They're going to look at any sort of social feeds you have, including like Facebook and Twitter. They want to see what you engage with your customers like. What kind of reviews do you get? What sort of content do you provide? Do people seem like they're happy to work with you? Or did you post something 2 years ago and then disappear? Those signals for a sophisticated shopper will determine their behavior. It will determine if they choose to use you or another contractor. Now, what's crazy about social, so hear me on this. I haven't seen a contractor in the past, let's say 6 months, who on their own manages their social media well. And by well, I mean at least 3 posts a week, right? So we'll lowball, at least 3 posts a week. I haven't seen a contractor do that on their own in at least 6 months, maybe more. And that is an easy way for you to stand apart from the competition. It's an easy way. So you don't have to pay a company, $1,500 a month to manage your social media. You can if you want. If that's the way that makes sense for you, awesome. But if you're not at that point in your business growth, it's easy to do it yourself. Give valuable content for your customers. Let them comment, like, share, whatever. Stay engaged, provide value, and you will not only keep better customers, you will create better customers. These are the ones who are more serious about spending money. They're going to be smarter about the decisions they make. So there we go. Hope this is helpful. That's the 5 things you can digitally do to market yourself now. Website, SEO, pay-per-click, get your crap together, scan at the link below, and then get on social. It's an easy way to stand out. So that's it. Hey, hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us, dpmarketing.services, and let us know what you think. Leave a comment, share, post, whatever you want to do. We try to make videos for people like you. So if this is helpful, let us know. If you have questions, let us know. And if you want to talk to us about your company, reach out to us. We'll link everything we mentioned here so that you can just click on it. So that's it. Hope you're doing well, and we'll talk to you next time. See ya.